Daddy? Daddy? What's wrong with Daddy?
He got sick.
What is happening to me?
Can you understand me? You're hearing me. You're scaring me.
Hey Chris, Happy New Year. Thank you so much for taking the time to talk about Wolfman. Let me ask you this.
Thank you. Yeah.
One of the things that's very impressive about this version of the story is sort of the humanity of all the characters. It actually sort of elevates it beyond any genre of what's been done before. It's sort of heartbreaking, more than a horror movie. So was that present from the very iteration of the script, or is that something you guys worked on while you were shooting it? I'm just wondering if it was very present when you got offered the
Yeah.
script.
Yeah, no, it was definitely there. It's how I sort of saw it. You know what I mean? I mean, it's this movie genre-wise, it's a horror, and it has all those like visual and tonal elements that are fun to go to a theater for. But for me, just purely as an actor, I think, you know, you always sort of look for the heart in something. And when I first met with Lee about it, the way he talked about it, and then for me, the final thing was when Lee showed me the designs that Arian did for how the creature would sort of look. That it's exactly that. I loved it because it felt, you know, it felt tragic. It reminded me of like you know, like Elephant Man or something like that. You know, there was something sad about the character, and it's a big reason out of the many reasons why I wanted to do it, because I thought it's very much a tragedy but also a horror.
So before the transformation happens, or before what we know is going to happen, your character has a very internal conflict, which is he's dealing with sort of his father's curse in the sense of the patterns that he's fighting as a father figure, as a husband, and all of that is internal. So talk about the challenge of keeping that internal conflict that you have to communicate to the audience, and then putting on prosthetics and having to still communicate that inner sort of conflict that's going on inside him. Was
Yeah.
that the biggest challenge in the
Well,
character?
you know, here's the interesting thing. Like, so themes like that are sort of present, right? It's not like I can't. It's not like I have to act generational trauma. You know what I mean?
Uh-huh.
It's just there. There's no face I need to make to convey that. It's
Yeah.
just there in the story. But you know, in terms of the idea of acting like behind the prosthetics, or maybe I should say with the prosthetics, that was new territory for me, and it was a very interesting process. I've never done that before. It was a very interesting process because you're forced to sort of you have to change your style a little bit, you know. And I was saying before that, you know, for the first time, I kind of have to I have to look into the mirror a bit and act a little bit and move my face around just to make sure that I'm conveying what I'm hoping to convey through all the prosthetics.
So I'm gonna tap dancer on a spoiler because I don't want to ruin it, but I'm gonna refer to something, see if you catch what I'm saying. Like his last moment of humanity, you know, is really heartbreaking, where he gets to find a piece of information about where the curse comes from. So I
Mm,
want your particular, would you rather not known as you? I mean, it's Chris, not that the character. Do you think it would
right.
have been, you know, like a little bit more less tragic if he hadn't known where the curse comes from, as to where, because I think that is his last moment as of humanity, and then it's sort of like another gut punch. I really felt for your character, so
Yeah,
I don't
exactly.
know.
I mean, I think you're absolutely right. So you think me as Chris, as like if I
If
wasn't a
you would
part of this
rather
movie?
not find out where it comes from, and just like, I mean, because losing your wife and your kid and all, it's all bad enough, but then you sort of it's sort of a last kick in the gut, really.
Yeah, I
So
know. I mean, no, I would still. I mean, to me that's the drama in it. You know what I mean? And thematic, and again, the themes that we're playing with in this movie. That's so much a part of it. So I mean, yes, it is dramatic, but I think it's great. Yeah,
right,
I would have wanted that.
right. Thank you so much. Have a great day. Thank you so much.
Thank you.